Watch, I hear with this old man here. With this old man here. I don't know where is the problem. But you know this man here?
King of the road.
What king of our road? What king of our road is that? Talk on.
King of the Dan. The daddy of the Mac. You know what I'm saying? The daddy of the Mac. Mac daddy.
Workers' rights and human rights.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by our guests on Workers' Rights 868 broadcast are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of our program or its hosts. We do not endorse or take responsibility for the accuracy, completeness,
or reliability of any information, statement, or advice shared by our guests. Listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research and seek professional advice before making any decisions based on the information provided during our program. Workers' Rights 868 broadcast is not liable for any loss or damage that may arise from the use of or reliance on the information presented during our program.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We are here on this line to talk about issues that many others don't talk about. We are here to talk truth that many others do not seek. What we are doing here, a lot of these mainstream media don't do it. Your representative, many of them, don't do it. So we are here to talk issues that is affecting the average man on the street. So when we say we feel your pain, this is what we're talking about. And thanks to many of you don't want to be here today, but yet still you decide to join us on this journey. And we applaud you for that. And we urge you to come forward and say something. This platform is for you. This platform is for you to mount your concern in the face of where injustice is. So the line, the numbers to call and share your story is 333-2176. Share your story. We're waiting to hear. Send your videos. Send it to us. Put it up. Let me put it up. It's a different age here. And the politicians of the day, they don't listen to us. So what we gonna do? We have no other choice. This platform here is a cry for us to come together, to band together as one, and so change the very landscape at Trinidad and Tobago. This is what is needed here. Many of us, when standing against injustice and the time comes to stand up for human rights, it becomes more than just an opinion. It becomes a moral imperative, because there are many of those outside here. For them, human rights are just an opinion. You understand? I promise to break it down to you a little soft. Many of those outside here, human rights is our opinion. Or to bring it down in layman terms is our work. Because they see your struggles as a way to put millions in their pockets. That is what the struggle is to them. So when people talk about union sellout, it's only logical. People see it, people feeling it. That is what it is on the ground. So the trade union movement in Trinidad and Tobago have collapsed. The justice system in Trinidad and Tobago have collapsed. Because at the end of the day, plenty of them magistrates and judges could be influenced by outside entities, politically, family members and those that have the money to pay. And every time you go against the system, they don't care, they're showing you that blatantly in your face. They're sending police, they're sending army, they're sending all who they could send to keep you underneath oppression. So what we are doing here, standing up for human justice, is fundamentally ethical. It's an ethical duty. It has to be coming from this, your heart, your soul, your mind. You have to be living this, breathing it. And my struggles become yours and yours become mine, and we together as one is going to get ourselves out of this. But there are those that when they climb up certain ladder, they kick away the ladder, because they was not interested in helping you as a people. So again, standing up for human rights, being a part of the struggle, the baseline is ethics. And by us standing up here, choose to act against injustice, are proving our commitment to justice and an equitable society. That is what it's proven here. So when we come here to mount certain things, it's not a game, or you see what's going on. Pre-action protocol, tricks of all kind. Tricks, yeah, that's great. But the reason why I don't say it, because some of you, your heart so weak that you might run away from the struggle. But this year, you have to have a thick skin to be in this position. Now, the other day, we would have seen Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. We're going straight into our programming. We would have seen Dr. Christopher Rowley would have speak something, and some of us may not take this thing in mind. But before we go into this Rowley story, there are some of our brethren, some of our comrades are suffering in Exchange Village, Couva, concerning a sewage problem in which many of them would have been talking to. And here I'm telling you, after today, we are going into this. We are going to be, we will bring it to your life. Because some villagers down there, they're fed up. They say that stench go kill them. Yeah, they say that stench go kill them. And there's mayhem down there. At the end of the day, it could be pink, it could be yellow, it could be blue. No human being on the face of the earth deserve this thing here that I see. So without further ado, we're going right into this video. One time. So what's going on here? Watch that. Sewage.
My name is Julie Nori, and I live at Exchange Development, and I have asked for assistance after 3 months of experiencing a sewage overflow. 3 months is not an exaggeration. It smells really badly, and as you can see, I've had surgeries in the past. It gives me a headache. I feel sick. It's in my home at night, the smell. I flush my toilet and everything comes out of the back of my house. I call agency, I call WASA. They have emails upon emails from since October. Agency hasn't given me no information as to what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it. Well, everything you flush comes out in the back of my house, next to my gas tanks. Raw as raw could be. Liquid, toilet paper, and the solids. Everything just comes out here. So when you're smelling everything. It's not just me alone, so it's coming from the street. So every time everybody flush, it stays right there and it backs up into my yard.
Morning, my name is Rachel Daniel Jeffrey. Sometimes I don't come outside. I can't open the windows, I don't venture to the back of the yard because of all the sewage that is usually around the area, running, flowing. Even this little one too, it flows through there too. So you can't walk. You can't walk. Right? So talking about the overflow, I think that house there, the lady had a problem there. As they said, this house has a problem and this house has a problem. And then there's another gentleman on the street who has been making numerous reports long before us, who is having problems as well.
And you can't go in your backyard because the odor, it smells. You can't go in your backyard, and that is a hazard. It is. And eventually, that will affect you because by smelling that, it will affect you because that is sewage.
Now at the end of the day, people, what you're going on there in that video, what you're taking place there, does anybody, or should anybody have to go through that? Eh? Is this a third world country? People is complaining. This sewer system needs to be fixed. I showed if this was in by Rowley Place, it done happen already. I sure if it was by the opposition, somebody done fix it volunteer. And let me tell you something. There was a famous verse in the Bible which would have stated, that if you're claiming to love party, I change it up. And you're hating the people that make up the party, is a liar and the truth is not within you. Do what you must. Now I know some of you fanatics who jump out of yourself. Now we're going right into this. So the relevant authority needs to look into this. We're going into the Rowley video. Yeah.
I have today instructed the National Security Minister to instruct the Defense Force to operate in conditions determined by them within the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, to operate virtually permanently on the streets in communities where criminals have armed themselves and have determined that the population is in siege. And I want to say something to the populations who are so affected. Tomorrow you bury your dead. Today you feel your pain. But I know it wouldn't be too long before you begin to complain that there are too many soldiers on your streets and you don't like the police, you don't like the soldiers. As Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, I'm telling you, I prefer to hear you say that than to watch your children being slaughtered in the... I have today...
No. You hear Keith Christopher Rowley. And to the untrained mind, when you hear a comment like that, you don't say, boy, you know, this man have a point. But to those that are little, one step a notch above the average man, will say something wrong here. And you are surely correct. What you see there is the skillful use of the poison the well fallacy coupled with something that they call definitional retreat. What you hear from your Prime Minister there is the skillful ways of twisting language to sound smart. So what he did, before he laid the situation in a way that he's supposed to do, and say, boy, we go put a more stronger police presence. At the same time, when maintaining the law, we are going to look for people that are breaking it. Before he operate and he say that, because at the end of the day, yes, we welcome the police presence, but not in a violent way, not in a way in which they are breaching certain codes of ethics. And when you hear a Prime Minister speaking like this, hear what he's going to come and say after this. Boy, I tell you, you go complain. Definitional retreat is not really that, we could call it hedging, because he would have prepared a defense before it actually happened. So he said, look, here what's going on. Before he lay everything on the table, he started to put other people against you all. When some of you seeing police breaking codes and running in your house, mashing up with that to mash up and no recourse. One of my friend the other day tell me she door was broken down. Nobody to fix it, she had to go on she own. And some of you would have said yes, it have fun so that. But when you go, the amount of run around and the amount of nonsense many of you does be facing in that station. And we have to ask ourselves the question, and the police there to protect and serve? So just forget the serve part. They protect who they want to protect. They operate with who they want to operate. Because I was in certain areas, police would have been patrolling certain areas like clockwork every 2 hours. But in the hood, you hardly see a police. So what do you think? Why you think it having so much a crime? Why you starting address those issues? Why those issues is not addressed? Nah shirt, nah pants, address. At the end of the day is one set of verbal masturbation that is taking place with the people that hold public office in Trinidad and Tobago. And when you start to shine up certain people that abuse the court system, but coming into the future, not too far from now, you will see that we are going to launch a series of lawsuits on dishonest people in Trinidad and Tobago. If all you feel the justice system is for you all alone, if you feel the justice system is there for you alone, and it cannot, and already watching certain people as dunce, Trinidad don't have the final say on certain things because of how corrupted and broken down the system is. Many of you know that plenty of these magistrates and them take bribes. And I could call certain names, you know, but that is for our next day. Because at this point in time, you have to be careful because I ain't gonna let the cat out of the bag. But as I say, we have series of information in which we have vaulted. And if it look too grimy, there are certain things that we are going to unleash in the public domain that many of you will have trouble defending. Because we have videos, we have tape, we have recording, and we have truth, and we have God on our side. So just after this thing here with Keith Rowley, we would have witnessed certain things within the public domain. An edict would have went out, and we would have seen certain prison officers dying. So what is this that we are hearing here? This infamous piece of talk.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I saying is, you see all them gang leaders and them gang members and them who feeling it that thing. This is the ghost gang speaking. This is the new fucking gang in Trinidad.
Yeah, you hear that?
See all them corrupted police and fucking ministers and this duncy commissioner and the prime minister. See everybody who wants shit. I telling all you, this ghost gang is going to fucking get rid of every single one of you. Starting by next month. So if the boss of the 7 and the boss of the 6 and whoever and wherever ain't acting up and letting these black people and stop kill the fucking self, we, the ghost gang, is coming to clean all that the fuck up. Remember I tell all of that. This is not a joke. This is not a plaything. This is very serious thing. And for the feel it's a joke, we have guns. We have intelligence. We have people in the police force, the army force, the coast guard, firefight. We have people all over. The guy who lying down in your bed could be one of the fucking ghost members. All you don't know. It's just we didn't want to start to kill fucking black people like we going mad. So this message is for all them gang leaders. Why
This
them
is what
youths
going
and
on
them
in your
just
country.
killing each other right now. It's over fucking bad. And trust me, by 2-3 days you're going to hear a couple bodies shot. This is a message to the fucking police If it have corrupted officers, we will be kidnapping all you and fucking getting rid of all you. Trust me. This is very serious thing. Trinidad and Tobago. This is the message for all these fuckers on them who have countless killing going on. And not just the fucking men who doing shooting on them. You see this judicial system? These racial fucking judge, these fucking puppet black judge on them, who just locking up men and throwing them in the jail without fucking sentencing and having them for years. All that is going to stop because the ghost gang is coming for judges also. Yes, councillors, MPs, everybody gets it. Take this message serious. Trust me. You're going to see in some days. Word.
Now that is a message that was spewed all over social media. Some of you would have said that I ain't taking that serious. And some of you know better. Trust what I'm saying. Some of you know better. Because things, we don't bound to take certain things serious enough. But when certain things is held as information, when certain things when certain things is held as information, I urge you, the people at Trinidad and Tobago, to understand what is taking place here in your country. So this thing here is for information purposes. That is what it is. They ain't telling you that. They ain't telling you that. Let me play our next one here.
I calling for the Kunopia station, or they're calling police and threatening police? That all got invasion?
No, big man. And not about calling no police and doing no home invasion. I wouldn't call them. I just call them and give them a heads up.
Where you get that information from?
From the men and them who want to do that. Try to
men and them want to do it. You better
talk. Mother come and talk to me. So who's you, boy? They share bullet for you, boy. You really fuck up.
Yeah, well, look up through now if I feel all bad.
Well, you come. You circle. Come through Charles Trace Extension. Come down your mother, come.
You want Charles Trace Extension?
Yeah, come down there now.
Hey, we coming down, don't worry.
Right.
And who we asking for? If I look so bad, call names,
you come, let's come down till we reach Thompson. She's going and stop. Anytime we reach anybody, stop how real it is. Bring it.
Alright, we come in. Don't worry, we come in now. Let me see how bad all is.
Mother come down, go the boy.
And that right there is a scene, a phone call between somebody who apparently trying to warn the police about something that is taking place. But coming off of the heels of this voice note that have been circling is the police service in Trinidad and Tobago taking precaution in concordance to what we are saying, the hood to protect the 3 points. Where they running from? Bullet? But I thought that would have trained them too. So we would have played the tape. Let me just go for the people that now would have locked in. We would have played the sewage issue with the people in Exchange Village, Couva, we would have played and break down the fact that Keith Christopher Rowley is using verbal gymnastics on the people, on the population. So when the same thing start to happen, is a kind of way to force you into a corner by turning your own words, your own sympathy against you. And we would have played the threat that have been circling throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And that nasty, stinking response from that police in that station. And we could have seen some that we would have called gaslight. The gaslight the people. So we are going into this video here in which apparently, like there is I don't know what we to complain about. The thing that happened. And there's what the police just doing. They go into an area and they gaslight the people. And when the people react, they lock up one or two of them. And then when they're done, lock up one or two of them, they will come back again. They're smart. And when they come back a second time, you're going to hear people dead. You are going to hear people die. Because when you lock up 2-3 of them from in an area and they see the effects and they go before the court, they spend 2-3 nights in the cell. And when they see them coming back again, by me, I not that. When I was there, nobody helped me. And that is the facts. So we are going to go straight into the behavior of these police officers here.
Look how them dealing with people out here, look. No reason to hold any man. Look at them. Well, they watch your face, I want to get all their face. Look at them.
Hey, wait! What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man?
How they getting on? Look. How they doing, man? Look. Look. Well, they watch it, man.
God. When you see the police behave like this in your area, what cross your mind? When you see the police behave like this in an area and it is broadcast all through Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes we just ask ourselves what we or why should we cooperate with the police? Because if the police are there to protect and serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago and is met with this type of aggression and is met with this type of disrespect, what is your thoughts towards the police? Because I sure don't know what they was doing. I am sure that they know what they was doing. So when the people of Trinidad and Tobago would have cried out to the government to do something, the government of Trinidad and Tobago would have unleashed the forces on the people without a directive. To do the job within the constraints of the law. And why I'm saying that? Because when you make a statement that is so ambiguous, when you make a statement that is so loosely and is left for interpretation, this is what you get. You get a police force that is coming for you, the citizen. Some of we done underneath oppression already and looking for a way out. And that is what it does get. When the people of Trinidad and Tobago ask for a solution, when the people of Trinidad and Tobago come out and cry out about crime that is taking place within their area, they wasn't asking for things like this. We are asking, I and the thousands of people that is supporting me, the channel, the people, and the message that we are saying, what we are asking for is a police force that protecting and serving the people. Don't forget the service. Don't forget the respect. Don't forget your duty to serve. I sure if a police officer come in an area and asks a certain question within a particular way, answers, people will run to give you answers. Because at the end of the day, they're running to give you an all answer. Some of them just run to give me, some of them I go leave that alone. Throughout our various platforms, throughout social media, many of them run to give information because many of the people, the public, don't trust the police force within Trinidad and Tobago. Some of them are drug lord partner, what they call. They're telling the drug lord, there you have, we go and make a bus. These things are facts. So at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, we are asking for redress in the correct way. We are asking for a proper service. We are asking for the police force to protect us and not violate our human rights too at the same time. What the people are asking for is just. And if we have a prime minister that don't understand that, just the other day we run down for bad because on social media you chop up a video to make it song. Like if a woman sodomizing her own child. To the people at Trinidad and Tobago, to the government, to those in authority, or you have failed us people, the citizenry. And we are asking and we are demanding better. So I ain't gonna stay here too long. Thanks for listening, for going on our journey, for going on this journey with us. Thanks for your support and your many commitment. My name is Edison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share, and subscribe. And with that, people of Trinidad and Tobago, we are out. And we will be back in it. We will be back. The can't silence this. We do what we do in the name of the people.